been so like fixated on self-help, which are great. I do love my self-help books, but let's be real, after a while it is regurgitated, like same thing, different. It feels quite emotional to look at my 2019 goals. Like, this is it's just me when I was a single parent. And me and my three babies, and I had just on the back of that year had, well, a couple of years before prior, finished my first degree. And I remember the hardship that I'd gone through to even get that degree. And it was a testimony to what I was going through at the time, of what I had to deal with. And I definitely feel like in my 20s, I was very much in survival mode. And I always say to anyone who asks me, who knows me personally, like, how did I get through, like, the madness? Like, how did I get through, you know, certain relationships? How did I get through particular sticky points of parenthood as a young mom? And it was all obviously by the grace of God. And he allowed me to fully immerse myself into education saved me, honestly. A it gave me something to focus on, to feel good, to feel like I was worthy of something. And I know as black women, we do tie ourselves heavily to education. And when I think about it now, some of the tie could just generally be the love of learning, and obviously the accessibility it gives us to plenty of opportunities in whatever career lane you want to go into. But as I think and speak about it now with you guys, it feels like it could be a trauma response of just compartmentalizing whatever we're going through and being able to put our all into succeeding in something that allows us to feel better about ourselves, to know that we haven't failed. Do you know what I mean? And it's funny because I don't know what was going through my mind when I put this. It was a call, like a ring, as an engagement ring. At the time, I had nobody. I had just gotten out of a really bad relationship, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna start my social work degree, my master's degree. I'm gonna get that money and just be that good mom, like the mom that I've always wanted to be. Do you know what I mean? Or have been, shall I say? Big up myself. But little did I know that my husband now, I met him around the same time, so it's crazy. And you know, this is what it feels like to believe you'll be champion. Like, oh, it gets you choked up because it really was. It was a. It was a challenging time. Trust me. I'm not. I'm not here to do the Oscars. No way. But yeah, and it's a beautiful thing to look back and just be like, oh my gosh, I really poured into myself a lot. I poured a hell of a lot into myself. As much as I was in survival mode, I feel like I poured a lot into myself. And this was a time where I had my locks, and my locks held a significant part to my personality. It showed me the strength of being patient, the strength of looking after my locks and taking time to make them look presentable and beautiful. And no one's not gonna do it but you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was a very important time in my life. And on the back of that, I remember during lockdown, I created this mood board. And as you can see, I've got the anchor in the middle of life. And it just, like, again, like 5 years is gone right now. And I can proudly say that I have achieved 90% of this. I have achieved. And it's funny because, yeah, obviously I got married to my husband. My kids are there, my daughter, my two sons. And then lo and behold, I had another boy right here, which at the time I didn't really think of it as being another child, but my son, my youngest son, my youngest son, he was born. And I thought, wow, as if that was manifested into this. Yeah, it's amazing. And with the books that mapped my childhood, and you know, I'm still yet to write that book. It's in the making. it's it makes me it just makes me feel like, oh, at one point I was like, oh, I haven't let myself down because I haven't written that book yet. But I'm in the business now of just remembering that I have to shift that perspective of, because something hasn't happened doesn't mean that you've not picked up the skills towards that thing happening for the future. Does that make sense? So just because I haven't learned how to drive, or just because I haven't brought my car right now, for people that haven't bought a car, probably doing driving lessons, you're doing your driving lessons, you're learning to drive, and at some point you will get that car, because one thing will happen like the other. And I feel like the book that I plan on writing or in the midst of writing, shall I say, it's filled with material that I've been through, and which I'm currently, present into right now. And it's gonna be a dope, 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 dope book. I know it. I know it. I know it. I can't wait to publish it. But yeah, it's it's phenomenal. It is. And my dream job, which was social work, was a nightmare in the end. But I feel like the time away that I've had from social work, it's been 2 years this year since I had burnout and left. It gave me time to reflect. It gave me time to, I think, just really analyze the person that I was prior going into social work, prior to studying. And I feel that it gave me a chance to just be honest with myself, and be honest that I've always been enough, and not to feel that I have to get that validation from other people. And I feel that I think that's another video in itself. My whole social work burnout, that's another video in itself, which I would like to go in depth in. But everything for a reason. I don't regret that. And like I said, dream job, it's about your mindset, it's perspective. Like, that dream job was a stepping stone to where I'm heading, which is, who knows. Yeah, so I just sat down and I just thought I just need to go through my goals, go through what's worked, and I just kind of felt to bring you guys on the journey with me. And it's so easy as women, especially as moms, as ambitious mummies, to just feel like we're just on the treadmill of going, kids to school, going to work, going, looking after that person, going. Oh, I can't wait for that day. And then it comes along and back to going. It's just going round and round like a hamster. And I feel like I needed to really stop and just take a stock of what have I really achieved. I've achieved a lot, and I feel like this stage of my life, I'm definitely being open more to be a part of communities that resonate with me, and I feel like a heavy pull on my spirit to do that. Hence why I managed to join a book club back in August, and it's about fiction books. And I haven't read a fiction book in years. I've been so fixated on self-help, which are great. I do love my self-help books, but let's be real, after a while it is regurgitated, like same thing, different format. And I feel like a lot of it is derived from the Bible. Let's be honest, but we'll have that chat for another day. But it was nice to tap into that part of escapism, of just reading. And I've really enjoyed I think it's Katie Bryant Ryan. I'll put a book part here that I'm reading, and Before I Let Go, I think it's called. And it makes me feel, it feels great to rekindle a hobby that held me when I was in my younger years. 'Cause I used to love Jacqueline Wilson books when I was younger. And for some reason, it's weird that we lose that bit to ourselves as we get older. But yeah, sorry, I'm waffling on. But I feel like I'm very drawn to creating new hobbies and experiences, and going to spaces that are, you know, that gives me that freedom to do that. And I'm just gonna leave with this, like, because I came into motherhood at age 20, and I remember doing an exercise. I love to write. I like to jot and doodle and journal. And I remember just writing and just using my calculator and just figuring out how many years have I been a mother in comparison to how many years have I been an adult. And obviously, me being a mother has outweighed me being an adult. So I've known that role quite strong. And it's easy. I remember seeing people saying on the net, oh, they've lost themselves in motherhood. They're trying to get back to where they were before being a mom. And for me, I could never resonate with that statement, because before I was a mom, I was a teenager. I was a teenager. I was going to college. I was, just got my little, part-time job at JD. I was just doing normal things. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So would I want to go back to that? No. Because I like who I am now. That's why I feel I'm so passionate about pivoting, because I feel that in my life, in my experience in motherhood, I've pivoted so many times through giving birth 5 times and seen a different part of me come out, if that makes sense. Well, yeah, literally come out, but in terms of like experiencing a different side of me. And I feel that in this stage of my life where I am, you can hear my baby. At this stage of where I am, I definitely need to create space and give myself permission to really hone in onto what makes Octavia happy as Octavia. Not as Octavia the mom, Octavia the daughter, Octavia the wife, Octavia the sister, Octavia the friend, Octavia the social worker. Just me. Just me. And I'm excited because I feel like creating this, like being consistent on here, is giving me a chance to do something new. Even though I've got past videos, I'm really trying to be more consistent, because I really want to create, I want to hear from other women or moms that feel the same and think the same as me, because I know that I can't be the only person going through this. Like, I'm driving myself crazy. But this is a very open video, and I hope you guys understood what I was trying to convey, the message in this video. And it was also about, just, if you got time, just sit down with your notes of what you've of what you've written down the past 5 years, 2 years, or even a year, whatever it be. It could be a month, whatever, how long you like to reflect on, and really submerge yourself into it, get into the feels, and then write down how you felt. I've got the book right here. Write down how you felt achieving certain things within that particular time frame, and then write down where you are now. And I think, not to jump to creating more goals or new goals, I want you guys with me to really hone into that gratitude of where you are now, because I know that this Octavia, this version of me that was literally like 6 years ago now, I know that she would be happy. Woo! She'll be dancing around and be like, What? You telling me you got a husband? What? You telling me you finished at masters? What? You telling me your kids are alive and healthy? Come on, we know as a mom it's hard to keep these kids on the straight and narrow. What? You telling me that you launched a business? What? You did big things. You're doing big things. And I feel like we have to pick ourselves up, because ultimately no one's going to do it for you. Nobody is going to do it for you but you. So I'm going to stop it there, because I need to write some stuff down, because I'm so excited right now. And I feel like this exercise is helping me. Obviously, other than motivation, it's helping me just to have more clarity towards just knowing where I want to be and just where I am right now. So if this video has helped you anyway, please subscribe. Please like, drop me a comment, and let's get talking. Let's get talking. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.